upcoming event, and I cannot wait. Again, this is Tennille Thomas. This is Transcending Topics, and we are about to get started. We're going to be talking today about the Third Coast Hip Hop Cruise, and here are our special guests. Hello, Tiffany. How are you today?
Hello. Good.
And we also, I'm good. And we also have D-Reck here. All right. Now, I am going to give a little bit of opportunity for you guys to say who you are and how you are associated with this cruise. So, Tiffany, till we get him back up, how about you go first?
So, I am Tiffany Michelle. I am the owner of Tosh Travel Events. And with my travel agency, we just specialize in like group trips and destination event planning. And I am the founder of the Third Coast Hip Hop Voyage Cruise. So,
founder of the Hip Hop Voyage Cruise. What made you decide to delve into that? Why did you want to do specifically a Houston hip hop cruise?
Well, so I'm born and raised in Houston. This is where I'm from. And with me being in travel, I've been on a couple of different performance cruises before. And I'm just like, we have so many people in Houston that aren't getting the recognition that they should, because of course they're getting everybody from the East Coast, from, LA, Atlanta, all of those artists.
What about us?
What about us? So I said, you know what, I'm going to do it myself. And here I am.
Okay. All right. So speaking of native Houstonians and people who are here in the hip hop game, we have D-Reck here. Everybody, well, I'm going to let him introduce himself first as well, and then we'll talk about how you guys linked up on this.
Yeah, my name is Derek, D-Reck Dixon, CEO of Rec Shop Records. I founded Rec Shop Records in like 1998 and had artists like Fat Pat, Big Mo, ESG, a lot of the Screwed Up Click guys. Currently, I work with like DJ XO. I work with Dot Quiet. I work with, but throughout those years, I've worked with pretty much all of the artists out of Houston. I consider myself to be not only an entrepreneur, but also an activist for our music scene. So, yeah, I've done independent films. We've done The Dirty Third, 1, 2, and 3. I've done Mike Jones' film for him back in the day, American Dream. Worked with Greg Carter on Fifth Ward, like just anything entertainment, Third Coast, down south, Houston, state of Texas, whatever. I rep for that. And like she said, why not us?
Why not us? Okay, so tell me how you guys linked up. How did you link up with her travel business?
Through Latoria, as well as I was aware of what she was doing. I try to pay attention to things, and she is very astute in what she's doing. So I was just happy to have a chance to be a part of it and to meet her.
Now, I also really, really like that you guys included that there would be some platforms for you to be on, because I love when a leader is willing to teach and to let other people know and not be gatekeeping. So I do love that y'all did that. Can y'all give us a little bit of insight on that special piece of this cruise that's going to be going on?
So I'll let D-Reck talk about that, because he's gonna be one of the people on the panel. So I'll let him talk about that.
For some reason, I can't hear Tiffany. Sorry.
You can't hear me?
Okay, so she said she's gonna let you talk about the panel.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Like, I consider myself, I got my MBA in marketing, as well as like been doing it my whole entire life. Like, I love being creative, but I also love selling creativity. And it's a process and an order and to creating and marketing and sales. And then, there's also just little ingredients to success. And I love sharing, any of that. Like, I love pouring into other people. I love like investing. I love seeing other people get out here and do. I mentioned a lot of the artists that I work with, but I also work with a lot of the up and coming younger me's, like managers, other guys that's interested in learning the back end side of the entertainment business. I love, some people have more talent than others at it. And when I see it, I usually gravitate towards it. And I love sharing that type of information. And I know for sure as well that we're going to do some stuff with DJ Screw. And Screw is actually my partner. I help administer the DJ Screw estate, of course, with his sister Michelle. And anything that we can do to keep his brand, his legacy alive, and any of the stories behind him, able to share that. Now, I'm often I just love to share. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
love sharing. I love trying to build other people, and I love watching, what I share, like actually turn into something.
Mhm.
Now, Tiffany, this is next. I want you to give people the details and this lineup that you have, because there really is an amazing lineup, because a lot of people don't get the opportunity to be this close to legends, if you will. So give us this lineup.
Okay, so the dates for the cruise is August 20th through the 24th. We're leaving out of Galveston, Texas on a Carnival Breeze. And the lineup includes Slim Thug, Kiki, D-Reck, of course. Jeff Shelley is our host. DJ XO is our DJ. And then we have TikTok Mama. She's one of our hosts as well.
All right, y'all. If you have not been on a cruise, this is where we talk about the transcending. This is one of those times when you get to do you on the ship, because you're listening to hip hop. You're going to all these amazing events that are going to be going on. It's not going to just be one little thing where you pop out and you see everybody in the group the one time and then you bumping into them on the ship the rest of the time. This is going to be planned out. There are tons of different artists that are going to be there, and I'm sure they're going to probably add some more as we go on. We know how that kind of situation goes, but it's a fun time for you and your friends to get out and travel, maybe for the very first time. What do you have to tell people that this may be their very first cruise, Tiffany?
It's crazy you say that, because I have so many people. It's like, oh my God, this is my first time cruising. So just be in for a treat, because with a performance cruise, cruises are fun already anyway. But with us adding this portion onto it, it's like, it'll just kind of like take it to the next level. So just be ready to have a good time. Be ready to meet some amazing people. Be ready to meet the artists. And because we're taking 500 people. So on a cruise, 500 is intimate, because it's about maybe 3,000 people or so on the cruise. So, it's a smaller group compared to, everybody on the cruise. So just be ready to mix, mingle, take pictures with the artists, and just have a good time.
Okay, so photo ops. I know a lot of people will really like that, because when you are in that intimate setting, when you are going to dinners together, you have the opportunity to get a lot closer to people. And you've got, living legend, Mr. D-Reck here, right there at your disposal. If y'all want to come get a word in, he's going to be running from y'all, but I'm sure he's going to be running from y'all, but it'll be a lot of fun. I have done some other cruises, Zydeco cruises and stuff like that. So I always have a good time, ladies and gentlemen. I think that this is going to be another one of those opportunities for you guys to have a good time. How do they get their tickets?
They can visit the website is www.thirdcoastcruise.com, and it's third with a 3, not spelled out. So
I got it down there at the bottom, just in case you guys were not able to check that, but go get your tickets. And I want you to get them early, because part of going on a cruise is planning early, baby. I know you can order off Shein and get your little clothes later, but you need to get your ticket now. Ain't that right, Tiffany?
We're almost sold out, actually. We have under 100 spots left. So, what's these taxes?
Go get them now, ladies and gentlemen. Go get them now.
Yes, when people start getting these income taxes in next month, it's gonna be a wrap.
Yes. So if you got your money, or you're getting your money, I like to laugh a lot of times about people in their advances or whatever. Spend your advance on this. It's affordable. It's affordable, and you get a really great itinerary that comes along with this thing. So would you like to give us any more detail about what's going to be going on this cruise?
I would just say they need to follow the page for updates, because we're still working on the itinerary now of everything that we're going to do. It's not just one event, like you said. We're going to have something for them every day. So just make sure they follow the Instagram page. I post updates on there all the time. And
go ahead and give the Instagram page out.
It is Third Coast Hip Hop Voyage.
Okay, Third Coast Hip Hop Voyage. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you go immediately. Follow the page, because I'm sure that this will be the first of many. Okay,
yes,
I'm sure they're going to keep doing this since they're booking them out. Now, let's get back to some of this business. D-Reck, you linked up with TIffany. It's a cruise. I know everybody out there getting in shape. Y'all got any health
Ryan.
health tips for these people who like to wait till the last minute? We're gonna have fun with this thing, okay? We don't want y'all coming out there looking crazy. Y'all trying to get seen by these artists and stuff like that. Be looking right. Look. So I know that that's a big thing. Health wise is a good reason for this. Then getting out there, like I said, giving people the opportunity to be able to travel. When it comes to the business side of this, and people who may want to do this, how do they get into throwing group cruises, if you will? And was this an easy process for you, D-Reck?
Actually, I think TIffany knows more about the cruise, how to put it together. I'm learning though.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward, to partnering with her and trying to do some, more things, learning more about it, as well as trying to, but actually the brain trust behind putting this together, knowing how to make this go, that was her, man. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Okay, so but for other people, what I was saying is, for other people, I may have asked it wrong. For other people who are interested in throwing cruises or linking up with someone like TIffany, how seamless was the transition working with her? Like I'm saying, she, are you saying go link up with her and she gonna tell you how to work it all out type situation?
I don't know if she won't give her secret sauce up or not. You know what I'm saying? But that's her sauce.
What
But
they say,
I'm
the
just,
game is
happy to be
sold,
a
not
part of it,
told.
though.
Right.
Yeah. But I do believe in networking, and I do believe one of the most important components of business is to be able to build valuable relationships with people, see where you can bring value to somebody else, and where they can bring value to you, and it always usually equates in success. So she's doing her thing, and I think that when people actually are doing their thing, like the other people that's doing their things, they all come together at cross points when it makes sense, and everybody can enhance each other's situation. So this is awesome. I love working with brilliant people, especially a lot of brilliant women. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of women doing a lot of powerful things these days, and I find myself sometimes feel like I work with more women than I do with men. So I'm just happy and proud and so thankful that somebody is stepping up for our culture and our music scene, and all of the great things that we do down here that often gets overlooked. So thank God for TIffany.
Okay. All right. Well, TIffany, we're talking about this cruise. We're talking about people booking. We also want to say that, you have linked up with people doing this. For other people who are in the travel industry, do you suggest doing something like this to the girlies that are out there booking?
Yeah, they have to.
I know it's a lot of work, and so that's why I'm saying, especially dealing with the artist and things of this nature, trying to make sure everybody's on the same page and that everybody gonna get on the boat. That because sometimes
so
that don't
not
happen.
an easy task at all, because not only am I dealing with the artist, I'm also dealing with 400 guests, 500 guests, and you have people emailing you all day, people that have questions. It is a lot of work. And you just have to be up for the challenge.
Okay, listen, ladies and gentlemen, they are going to Cozumel because I know a lot of people are interested in what the stops are. And it's leaving right out of Galveston. It's too easy to get to Galveston. I know that most people, kind of transport together sometimes. Take a party bus. I've done that several times. It's too easy. Take a party bus. Go ahead and start your little drinking and libations before you even get down there to the Galveston, Texas. Look. I want to talk about your lead performers and how you selected those people, because I know there's a lot of artists here in the Houston area. How did you decide who you wanted to have on this actual cruise ship together?
I don't know. I just started somewhere. I was just like, okay, let's get Slim Thug and Kiki, but I didn't know that they were gonna agree or anything, so I just started, and that a lot of times that's the biggest part of doing something. It's just start. You know, I didn't know that they were going to agree. I didn't know anybody was going to be interested. I didn't know it was going to take off the way it did and just gain so much traction. I just put it out there and was like, hey, I feel like we need to do this for Houston. Other places are doing it. Let's see where it goes.
Don't be afraid. It's 2026, ladies and gentlemen. Get on out there, okay?
Yeah.
Next, I want to talk about Mr. Jeff Shelley. Everybody loves a good comedian.
Yes.
Everybody loves somebody who's going to keep the vibe going when you're on something like this, who's going to have a good time with the crowd.
Right.
Which one of you guys brought him in if that's, you know, a
I did.
Okay. All right. So you were just reaching everybody. Okay, that's good, y'all. She put in the work behind the scenes. I'm sure she's going to make this event absolutely amazing for each and every one of y'all. So anything else? You've reached out to TikTok Mama. She's another personality that's real big here out in Houston. What made you want to have her on the ship?
Both her and Jeff. It's like I followed both of them for a while, and I just love their content. I think both of them are just so Houston. They represent Houston very well. And I just felt like I was just like, okay, like TikTok Mama, she's not a rapper, but I just feel like she represents Houston, like for the women. And I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to reach out to her and see if she was interested. And she absolutely was interested. So yeah, I just feel like that they represent the culture.
Okay. Okay, D-Reck. Now we know you got your boy EXO. You got your boy EXO DJing. Are we going to have like a straight up party? How is this going to go?
Oh, it's gonna go down. We're gonna have a ball, man. We're gonna party. They're gonna perform. It's just gonna be. If you ain't there, you ain't gonna be there nowhere. I'm telling you. But we're gonna have a bunch of fun, as well as make sure that that everybody put on a great show. So I just think it's gonna be the magic, big fun, big party, man. Tiffany throwing down. We about to.
I think it's gonna be a lot of fun too. I'm gonna have to try to see, I can give me a group together so we could get on that boat for them 80 tickets gone, ladies and gentlemen. We only got a few seats. We only got a few spots left, she said. So y'all need to make sure you go and get your tickets. I am going to post this link down here one more time for where you can go and get your tickets. Make sure you reach out to Tiffany and follow her and D-Reck's social media, ladies and gentlemen. Tiffany, where can they follow you on social media if they want to book them a cruise?
My personal page is CEO_Tiffany Michelle.
Okay, Tiffany Michelle. Okay, D-Reck.
My IG is at RECKREAL at RecReal.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to get out there. We're trying to have some fun, and we want to see your face. Okay, we want you to be there. We want you to be on the boat. We don't want you talking about you missed it and everybody had such a good time and you seeing all their pictures once they get off that cruise ship. You need to be in the place to be, which is on this cruise. Give us the dates again. Let me see. Is there a deadline for booking?
So there's not a deadline for booking. It's just until we run out of slots, but we will run out soon.
Okay, give them the information one more time.
So the dates are August 20th through the 26th. All I can say is please, if you're thinking about it, please do not wait to anywhere near close to August, because every day we're getting, bookings and bookings. So if they're interested in it, at least get your deposit in. That way you're already on the list. But August 20th through the 24th.
All right, everybody, that is the Third Coast Hip Hop Cruise, and y'all need to follow their page as well so you can know what all is going on, because I'm sure that they'll be probably sending out some things about the little attire and things you can wear on different days. I like to cruise, but if I can go and fly somewhere and stay there, then I'm gonna do that too. But cruise ships are always a really good time, and it's one of those things where you don't have to worry about a lot of the cost that comes associated with travel. So make sure that you book this cruise, ladies and gentlemen. If it is your first time, I'm sure these two don't mind if you reach out. I've got the flyer here, and I think we did a good job getting the message out about what's going to be going on. Don't forget that you need to also bring your learning caps, ladies and gentlemen, because you're going to be learning from some living legends, and we cannot wait for it. Tiffany, thank you so much for putting this together. And this was a transcending topic. I hope you guys get out there and want to grow on the high waters. All right, here's the flyer, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. All right, thank you guys so much. This was easy, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I had fun. Thank you so much.